You wouldn't wear the same clothes your whole life. So why invest like it's still day one? What worked in your 20s won't work in your 50s. And what makes sense for someone retiring in 5 years is a terrible strategy for someone just starting out. Yet millions of people approach investing with a set it and forget it mindset. And they end up either underperforming or scrambling to catch up later in life. But here's the truth. Investing isn't about being perfect. It's about being prepared. And that means aligning your portfolio with your personal timeline, your future, not someone else's TikTok hot pick or Reddit trend. That's why I decided to break the mold. Instead of offering generic advice, I reverse engineered the 6 major financial life stages from your 20s to your 70s and built a unique dividend portfolio for each one. These aren't theoretical ideas. These are real strategies built around real people, real timelines, and real needs. Because when you're 25, your biggest asset is time. You can take more risk, reinvest every dividend, and let compounding do the heavy lifting. When you're 35 or 40, your strategy needs to stabilize. You're juggling a family, a career, and a mortgage. Your portfolio should reflect that with a balanced mix of income and growth. By your 50s, retirement is on the horizon, and that's when your investments must shift again toward protection, income, and preservation. And in your 60s and 70s, it's all about converting dividends into cash flow, minimizing taxes, and leaving behind a legacy that lasts. No guessing, no gambling, no maybe this will work investing. Just clear age-based dividend strategies that align with your current life stage and evolve with you over time. Whether you're looking to maximize your retirement income, grow your wealth with minimal risk, or simply build a plan that finally makes sense, this is your blueprint. Because financial peace of mind isn't built overnight. It's built year by year, if you invest the right way at the right time. So before you buy your next stock or ETF, ask yourself, is your portfolio working for your future or stuck in your past? Dive in and discover the dividend strategy that was built for you, exactly where you are today. Welcome to Wealth Echelon, your go-to spot for smart investing, in-depth ETF insights, and book reviews that help you build wealth. On this channel, we explore everything from the best investment strategies to the latest trends in ETFs, and provide valuable takeaways from books that can transform your financial journey. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced investor, our goal is to give you the knowledge you need to make informed decisions and grow your wealth. If you're ready to elevate your financial game, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the bell for updates on all our latest content. Age 20 to 29. Building a high-growth dividend foundation. For investors in their 20s, time is your most valuable asset. With 30 to 40 years until retirement, compounding can work magic if you start early. The goal at this stage isn't just income, it's total return, where dividends are reinvested to accelerate portfolio growth. That's why a dividend portfolio for this age should focus on growth-oriented dividend stocks and ETFs. This includes ETFs like SCHG, Schwab US Large Cap Growth, and VIG, Vanguard Dividend Appreciation, both of which offer a combination of dividend growth and capital appreciation. Younger investors should aim to hold 60 to 70% of their portfolio in growth dividend payers, with the rest in broader index ETFs like VTI, Vanguard Total Stock Market, to ensure diversification. Reinvesting dividends at this stage is crucial. A $5,000 annual investment in high-growth dividend ETFs that yield just 2% but grow dividends at 7 to 10% annually can balloon to over $1 million in 35 years due to the compounding effect. The key takeaway: don't chase yield, chase dividend growth and total return. This strategy rewards patience and long-term vision. Age 30 to 39. Balance growth with stable dividend leaders. Once you reach your 30s, your income likely starts to stabilize, and you may be considering milestones like homeownership or starting a family. Your portfolio should now reflect a more balanced mix of growth and income. The emphasis should still be on reinvestment, but with slightly higher dividend stability. At this stage, a 50-50 split between dividend growth and high-quality dividend yield can strike the perfect balance. A great example of a core holding is SCHD, Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF. It yields about 3.5% and includes high-quality companies with consistent dividend histories like PepsiCo, Texas Instruments, and Coca-Cola. Pairing SCHD with an ETF like VOO, Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, ensures continued exposure to overall market growth. For individual stocks, companies like Microsoft and Apple are excellent dividend growth engines, while consumer staples like Procter & Gamble add defensiveness and yield. At this age, reinvest dividends while you still have time on your side. Continue dollar cost averaging every month, automate your investments, and build consistency. Avoid speculation and high turnover strategies. The 30s are when many investors get tempted to take shortcuts. Resist this urge. Stick with reliable dividend payers and let compounding continue to do the heavy lifting. Age 40 to 49. Shifting toward reliable income and lower volatility. Your 40s are a crucial pivot point. Retirement is 15 to 25 years away, and your portfolio needs to reflect both growth and a shift toward more reliable income. The mix should now shift towards 60% high-yield dividend ETFs and 40% dividend growth ETFs. Capital preservation begins to matter more than chasing high returns, and reducing volatility becomes key. ETFs like VYM, Vanguard High Dividend Yield, and JEPI, JP Morgan Equity Premium Income ETF, are ideal additions. VYM offers a broad basket of high-yield stocks while maintaining diversification. JEPI, on the other hand, employs covered call strategies to generate additional income, making it appealing for investors seeking predictable monthly cash flow. At this stage, some investors begin to selectively reinvest dividends or use them to supplement medium-term expenses like college tuition or mortgage prepayments. Additionally, portfolio rebalancing should become an annual habit. Ensuring that your allocations still match your goals prevents any segment, like tech or real estate, from taking on outsized risk. Your dividend portfolio at this age should be your financial anchor. Stable, income-producing, and still growing, just at a steadier pace. Age 50 to 59. Preparing for income withdrawal and minimizing risk. In your 50s, retirement becomes a visible finish line. Now the portfolio must transition into a reliable income-generating machine while still allowing for modest growth to keep up with inflation. At this point, income preservation, capital protection, and tax efficiency all become vital. The target allocation now leans heavily toward income-focused ETFs and stocks, about 70 to 80% income, 20 to 30% growth. Here, ETFs like DGRO, iShares Core Dividend Growth ETF, and utilities-focused ETFs like XLU, Utilities Select Sector SPDR Fund, can be valuable. You may also begin to reduce positions in more volatile growth sectors and replace them with defensive dividend payers such as Johnson & Johnson, Verizon, or Realty Income O. Monthly payers like O or QYLD, Global X NASDAQ 100 Covered Call ETF, are useful for simulating a retirement-style cash flow. Tax-advantaged accounts like IRAs and Roth IRAs should be prioritized. Consider municipal bond funds for tax-free income if you're in a higher tax bracket. At this stage, many investors stop reinvesting dividends and instead allow them to accumulate for eventual withdrawal or reinvest them manually into underweighted sectors. This dividend strategy is about reducing risk while building the structure that will sustain your lifestyle post-retirement. Age 60 to 69. Retirement mode. Turning dividends into paychecks. In your 60s, the name of the game is capital preservation and cash flow reliability. You're either entering retirement or preparing to do so within a few years. Your dividend portfolio now functions less as an investment vehicle and more as a paycheck generator. The focus shifts to yield stability, low volatility, and dependable income streams. High-yield monthly income-focused ETFs take center stage. Think JEPI, JEPQ, QYLD, and even bond ETFs like BND, Vanguard Total Bond Market ETF, for reduced volatility. Holdings like Realty Income O, which pays monthly dividends and has increased payouts for decades, can simulate the reliability of a pension. Preferred stock ETFs like PFFD, Global X-US Preferred ETF, or PGX offer higher yield with relatively lower risk. An ideal portfolio might now look like 60% dividend income, monthly and quarterly payers, 30% fixed income, bonds, tips, and 10% cash or cash equivalents. Rebalancing becomes less about maximizing growth and more about locking in stability. For example, converting part of your equity ETF gains into a laddered bond portfolio or cash buffer can help fund the first 5 years of retirement without needing to touch your investments during a market downturn. You'll also want to begin safe withdrawal strategies, such as the 4% rule, adjusted annually for inflation, or live partially on dividends while letting other parts of the portfolio continue to grow. Your dividend strategy is no longer a long-term growth plan. It's now your monthly paycheck. Age 70 and beyond, legacy, safety, and sustainable income. Once you cross 70, your investment horizon is shorter, but your need for safety and sustainable income is higher than ever. Your dividend portfolio must now preserve wealth, minimize drawdowns, and possibly leave a legacy for your heirs. Income must be reliable, automatic, and easy to manage. Simplifying becomes just as important as optimizing. At this stage, portfolios often move into ultra-defensive mode. That means even more allocation to monthly payers, annuities, or ultra-safe dividend stocks. Stocks like Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson, and Coca-Cola, low volatility, high dividend blue chips, form the backbone of the equity portion. ETFs like USMV, iShares, MSCI, Minvol USA can reduce risk while still offering decent returns. A typical allocation may look like this: 40% dividend-paying equities and ETFs, 40% fixed income, bonds, annuities, CDs, and 20% cash. If you've built enough wealth, your dividends could cover all living expenses, letting your principal remain untouched. That gives you the peace of mind of both security and flexibility. Importantly, required minimum distributions, RMDs, from retirement accounts begin at age 73, as of current law, so portfolio management must factor in tax efficiency and drawdown strategies. Gifting appreciated assets, creating a charitable remainder trust, or using a Roth conversion ladder can all play a role in maximizing your financial legacy. Finally, estate planning becomes a critical part of your dividend strategy. Naming beneficiaries, simplifying your portfolio into a few core holdings or ETFs, and using tools like TOD accounts ensure a smooth transition for your heirs. Your dividend portfolio has served you well, and now it continues to protect and benefit those you care about. Tailor your dividend portfolio to your time horizon. Your age, and more importantly, your time horizon, should always inform how you build and manage your dividend portfolio. In your 20s, it's all about growth and compounding. In your 30s and 40s, balance and risk management come into play. In your 50s and beyond, the focus shifts to income, preservation, and legacy. No matter your age, the principles of sound investing, diversification, consistency, and patience remain the same. A well-structured dividend strategy grows with you and evolves alongside your financial goals. Whether you're just starting or living off your investments, there's a dividend portfolio built for every stage of life. Let your dividends be more than just cash. They can be your strategy, your peace of mind, and your legacy. Thank you for watching Wealth Echelon. We hope you found valuable insights that will help you on your investing journey. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Keep building your wealth, and we'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to check out our other videos for more investing tips, ETF strategies, and book reviews to continue growing your financial knowledge.